Hello, we continue to review the most important news from cryptocurrency and financial markets. And do you know what is the most valuable brand in the world? Of course, it's Apple. Interbrand Consulting agency published not long ago an annual ranking of the most valuable brands, and Apple took first place. Apple brand is much more valuable than the second on the list, Google, and 5 times more valuable than the 10th, Disney. On the second place is Google, while Amazon is the third. There are some interesting points for these brands. Apple and Google have not left their places for 7 years, and at the same time they show a good increase in brand value by 9% and 8%. But Amazon surprised everyone. This brand managed to increase the value by an incredible 24% per year. And interestingly, over the year, Disney climbed 4 positions in the list, from the 14th to the 10th place. But Facebook, on the contrary, fell from the top 10 to the 14th position, having lost 12% of its value. This can be attributed to the negative background around the cryptocurrency, Libra and litigation this year. So all these themes were discussed not long ago in the House of Representatives. The hearing, which lasted over 6 hours, began with an opening statement from Representative Maxine Waters, who listed the numerous concerns both she and other Congress members had regarding Libra. Zuckerberg's opening statement went over the concerns raised by Waters, with the CEO saying he understood the concerns lawmakers had with Libra. However, Zuckerberg warned the committee members that stifling innovation such as Libra would give an upper hand to its biggest rival, China. The hearing quickly wandered off crypto-related topics as several Congress members grilled Zuckerberg on issues such as the Cambridge Analytica scandal, election interference, and hate speech on the platform. Republican Congressman Ted Budd put Libra back on the table by asking Zuckerberg on how he planned to allow the regulation of the company's stablecoin. Zuckerberg didn't give a straight answer and called for the US not embrace what he calls reactionary laws against cryptocurrencies in order to remain a world leader in financial technology. Apart from a couple of outliers, most Congress members found it hard to trust both Zuckerberg and Libra. While some representatives seemed worried about the real-life implications of a project as complex as Libra, most found it hard to hide their distaste for Facebook. And of course, when we speak about cryptocurrency, we have to speak about Bitcoin. So, firstly, on the 23rd of October, the price of Bitcoin fell down below $7,500, thereby updating the 5-month low. Bitcoin was last traded at these levels in mid-May, but later, on the 26th of October, the price of Bitcoin reached $10,300. The growth amounted more than, and then the correction began, as you can see right now on the chart. So it was the 4th largest daily price movement and the largest since May of 2011, says analyst Alex Kruger. And according to him, such a rapid growth is due solely to fundamental factors. And the main fundamental factor is a statement by President Xi Jinping of China. He promised to increase investment in the sector of blockchain and that China will take a leading position in the world. And he didn't say any word about Bitcoin. But blockchain appeared on the front pages of the Chinese newspapers, and some universities in China have already promised to open special courses about blockchain. And according to analysts, all this is preparing for the launch of digital renminbi. And amid Bitcoin flash growth, Bakkt set a new daily record. And if anybody wants to buy Bitcoin with fiat money, they can do it with rubles on Binance, because not long ago Changpeng Zhao in Moscow started talking about fiat trading on Binance. Support for the ruble will appear on the exchange within 2 weeks, said Zhao, and according to Russian media, Zhao announced the possibility of the exchange providing user information to Russian regulators. As a rule, we do not massively provide information to any regulator, but in individual cases, yes. Therefore, if you are engaged in crime, you do not need to register for Binance, said the head of Binance, Changpeng Zhao. And of course, he said that in the future the company plans to start issuing debit cards tied to an account on the platform. He is confident that Binance will be the next Amazon of Facebook. And also, Zhao mentioned the creator of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin. According to the head of Binance, the developer will become the most influential people in the industry if Ethereum 2.0 is is successfully launched. And the last but not least is the news about the scandal denouement of WeWork. So Masayoshi Son, the world's leading technology investor, had to buy out the scandalous WeWork co-working network. His reputation depends right now on the future fate of the company. An intermediate point has been set in this history of the scandalous IPO of the world's largest co-working network WeWork. The project's largest financial investor, Japanese billionaire Masayoshi Son, will save the troubled company by taking it for himself. His SoftBank will buy the WeWork controlling stake, paying its founder Adam Neumann a total of $1.7 billion. WeWork was priced at $8 billion, 5 times cheaper than half a year ago. Now Son, whose position as the world's leading technical investor has been crippled by the recent failures, has to restore his reputation. And after the transaction, SoftBank will receive about 70% of WeWork's shares by purchasing the stakes of the company, founder Adam Neumann and parts of other shareholders. So the scandalous businessman Adam Neumann will lose his last position in the company he founded. The extravagance of Neumann, who had numerous relatives in the company, abused tequila and made decisions based on Kubala, was one of the main reasons that frightened investors away from the company's IPO, which was to become one of the main placements of 2019 in the United States. So this unpleasant story shows that the market remains sobriety and is not crazy and isn't going to become a victim of a new bubble. This means that the parade of IPOs of technical startups will continue, but no one will buy any company that cannot explain how it's going to earn. So that's all for today. If you have any question, please comment below this video. Goodbye.